If you haven't been before, welcome to Storybeard's cabin. If you have been before, welcome to Storybeard's cabin again. Are you here for a story? Excellent. Just let me get ready. Hold on a moment. Now, you know, some of the stories I tell are mine. I make them up myself. And some of them are stories from different places around the world. And this, well, this is an old English folk tale. There once lived an old woman in a very small house, and she had very little money indeed. I don't know why old women in these stories have little houses and very little money. Old men don't do any better either. Her house was so small that if you woke up in the morning and stretched like this, oh goodness me, your fingers would touch the walls. And if you woke up in the morning and stretched like that, oh, your fingertips would touch the very apex of the roof. Now, on the day of our story, this old lady was scrubbing the floorboards in her house when she found an old bent sixpence between two of the floorboards. A sixpence is just an old coin worth 6 pennies, and it was bent at a right angle like that. She levered it out from between the floorboards and looked at it and thought, oh, I wonder what I could get at the marketplace for an old bent sixpence. So she put on her coat and she left her house. She walked across the field in front of her house and used a stile to climb over a hedge. Now, a stile is just a wooden platform, like a couple of steps to help you get over a hedge or a fence. So she climbed over that, got onto a little lane and went walking down to the nearest town where there was a marketplace. When she arrived there, the market was in full flow and there were all sorts of things for sale. Cheeses and milk, eggs, bread, people selling beautiful cut flowers. But right at the back of the market, there was a farmer selling the thing she wanted more than anything else in the world. There was a farmer selling pigs. She went up to him, she said, "Oh, Mr. Farmer, I've had a look at your pigs. You have a pig as high as my waist that goes, please can I buy that pig for an old bent sixpence?" The farmer looked at her and he stroked his chin and he went, "No, no, 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 look again." The old lady looked again. She said, "Oh, Mr. Farmer, there is a beautiful brown hairy pig as high as the middle of my thigh that goes oink, 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 oink. Please, can I buy that pig for an old bent sixpence?" The farmer stroked his chin and said, "No, no, 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 look again." So the old lady went and she looked again. She said, "Oh, Mr. Farmer, there is a pink and black pig as high as my knee that goes, squeal, squeal. Please, can I buy that pig for an old bent sixpence?" The farmer stroked his chin and said, "No, no, 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 look again." The old lady stamped her foot and said, "Well, what pig can I have for an old bent sixpence?" The farmer said, "Look behind the 3 pigs you've already mentioned. What do you see?" The old lady said, "Well, there's a tiny pink pig as high as my ankle that goes meep." "That," said the farmer, "is the pig that you can have for an old bent sixpence." "Oh, very well," said the old lady. "Can I have a piece of string to put round his neck to lead him home?" "Yes," said the farmer. So the old lady started walking home with her pig following behind her. Halfway home, she came to the stile, the wooden platform that you need to climb over to get over the hedge to reach her house. She looked down at the pig and she said, "Pig, jump over the stile." The pig looked up at the stile, looked up at the old lady and said, "Meep." The old lady said, no. "Pig, jump over the stile." The pig looked up at the stile, looked up at the old lady, looked up at the stile, looked up at the old lady and said, "Meep." The old lady went, "No. Pig, jump over the stile." The pig looked at the stile, looked at the old lady, looked at the stile, looked at the old lady, looked at the stile, looked at the old lady and said, "Meep." The old lady said, "If you don't jump over the stile, things are going to go very bad for you." So she went and she found a dog. And she said to the dog, "Dog, bite the pig, because the pig won't." What won't the pig do? "Jump over the stile." But the dog wouldn't bite the pig. So she went and found a stick. She said, "Stick, beat the dog, because the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't jump over the stile." But the stick wouldn't beat the dog. So she went and found some fire. She said, "Fire, burn the stick, because the stick won't beat the dog and the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't jump over the stile." But the fire wouldn't burn the stick. So she went and found some water. She said, "Water, put out the fire, because the fire won't burn the stick and the stick won't beat the dog and the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't," you know this, don't you, "jump over the stile." But the water wouldn't put out the fire. So she went and found a cow. She said, "Cow, drink the water, because the water won't put out the fire and the fire won't burn the stick and the stick won't beat the dog and the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't," I know you know this, that's right, "jump over the stile." But the cow wouldn't drink the water. She went and found a butcher. She said, "Butcher, butcher the cow, because the cow won't drink the water won't put out the fire won't burn the stick won't beat the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't jump over the stile." But the butcher wouldn't butcher the cow. She went and found some rope. She said, "A rope, tie up the butcher, because the butcher won't butcher the cow and the cow won't drink the water won't put out the fire won't burn the stick won't beat the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't jump over the stile." But the rope wouldn't tie up the butcher. So she went and found a rat. She said, "A rat and all the rope, because the rope won't tie up the butcher won't butcher the cow won't drink the water won't put out the fire won't burn the stick won't beat the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't jump over the stile." But the rat wouldn't gnaw the rope. Can you believe it? So she went and found a cat. She said, "Cat, leap on the rat, because the rat won't gnaw the rope and the rat won't tie up the butcher won't butcher the cow and the cow won't drink the water won't put out the fire won't burn the stick won't beat the dog won't bite the pig and the pig won't jump over the stile." Now, if you own a cat now or have ever owned a cat, what comes next will be no surprise. The cat went, "What's in it for me?" The old lady said, "Well, I suppose I'll give you some milk next time I've got some." "Fair enough," said the cat. So the cat leapt on the rat, and the rat began to gnaw the rope, and the rope began to tie up the butcher, and the butcher began to butcher the cow, and the cow began to drink the water, and the water began to put out the fire, and the fire began to burn the stick, and the stick began to beat the dog, and the dog began to bite the pig. So the cat leapt on the rat began to gnaw the rope, the rat began to tie up the butcher began to butcher the cow began to drink the water began to put out the fire began to burn the stick began to beat the dog began to bite the pig, and the pig... No, the pig didn't jump over the stile. the stile's as high as the old lady's waist, and the pig's only as high as her ankle. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get over that stile. So after all that, the old lady still had to bend down, pick up the pig, and put it over the stile herself. And the moral of this old English folk tale is, if you want something done, do it yourself. And that, my friends, is the end of the story of the old lady and the pig. Thank you so much for coming and joining us here in Storybeard's cabin. We'll be back for another story another day. Please do join us then. Bye-bye.